Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee, and on today's video I decided to do a Vogue inspired beauty secrets segment like all the girlies do on the Vogue YouTube channel. I've always wanted to do one of those. That's one of my dreams. So today's recording day, so I figured why not just record, do my makeup, and make my dreams come true. So let's get into it. So first we're going to start with priming the face. I'm going to be using this Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. So when it's a filming day, I like to go a little bit heavier just so I look a little bit more put together on camera. I don't like to do a full beat, but I just do a little bit more than a beat. I just do one pump. And with this, I just tap into my face, my chin, my forehead. And normally I don't do too much foundation on my forehead, but I do use some powders. Put it down here because I bring my makeup down towards my neck and I let that sit for a little bit. So this next tip I got from actually watching Lori Harvey's Beauty Secrets segment. So she said her makeup artist puts this Laura Mercier setting powder on her face and then sets it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I use the color Translucent Honey. I just tap a little bit. Tap it off. So the setting spray that I'm going to be using to set the powder is going to be this Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. So to start with the makeup application, we're going to start with under eye concealer, and I use this NARS concealer. You guys can see. And I use the color Medium Dark 2 in Caramel. So I got this next tip from either TikTok or Instagram, one of the two, probably TikTok, where the girlies were saying they don't wet their beauty blenders, and I'm a beauty blender wetter. And mine's kind of damp, so I'm gonna just try it dry and just see how that works out. They say it creases less. I do find that when it's wet, it kind of makes the makeup spread a little bit and is weird, but I like how more natural it looks. So let's try. I'm looking at the mirror behind me. I should have brought a smaller one in here. I think I like it. Okay, let's do the other eye. Okay, so normally I will go straight into foundation, but I think I'm gonna set the concealer just so it doesn't crease. And I'm gonna use that same Laura Mercier setting powder. And just use the same beauty blender since it's dry. Normally I would use like a little, those wedges, but just gonna press it in. Ooh, did I put too much powder? That was way, way too much powder. So next, while this sets, I'm just gonna go on to do my eyeshadow, which I don't normally do, but you know, just for a little razzle dazzle today, why not? So I'm gonna prime my eyes with this palette by Bar Mario. It is the Master Eye Prep and Set in Deep. It looks a hot mess. But I use the top two like primers. I don't use this one down here, this powder. But I typically use this on the lid and then blend it out a little bit with this one. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so starting with the color P6, I believe this is, the lighter one on the left. A little hard, so I just gotta get it warmed up. And just dab a little bit on my eyelid. And what I typically do, I just use my finger and blend it out. So right now I'm finding that my signature eyeshadow shade is this Brown Script by MAC. It's like the perfect like warm red brown that I love to just look, you know, glowy put together. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Guys, it is hot as hell in here in this bathroom. I have the fan underneath me, but I turn it off when I'm recording because it's noisy, and it's bad enough that this camera always makes those clicking noises every time it's trying to focus. So I'm just over here suffering for the sake of the content, you know. Then I blend it out with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Sun Power. And I just take my OG 224 brush. This always blends it out. And then you just go like this. And I typically just go back in with the color just to make it pop out a little bit more once I blend. Okay, so next we are going to brush off this powder. I'm sure I'm doing stuff all out of order, but that's what I'm doing. I like to set it first so it doesn't crease on me. Then I'm gonna just go in with the foundation. And the foundation I'm using today is gonna be by NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the color Carcass MD 3.3. Gotta shake it up real good because it really like separates. So with this, I'm gonna use the same sponge that I used for the concealer. Okay, so next I like to go back in with the Mineralized Skin Finish in Sun Power and just sort of just like go around and make sure everything is nice and blended. Just really like blends everything and make everything look seamless and glowy and put together. Okay, so that's that. And because I'm gonna be recording, I don't know if I want to use this Sephora bronzer or if I want to use this Chanel bronzer. I think I'm gonna just go with the powder. Cause I'm already feeling a little, you know, moist. Just to go in a little bit. Over where I went with the Mineralized Skin Finish. I go where my natural cheekbones are. Just add some up here just for a little bit of more warmth. I discovered these liquid blushes from Ulta. They're called Putty Blush and they're e.l.f. And I just love, blush has been my thing lately. Blush and bronzer, but I just love the look of liquid, not really liquid blush. It's more like a cream blush. That's what it is. More of a cream blush. I found one in Bali and I also have one in, what's this color? Tahiti. Like a pinky color, which is pretty. But this Bali is more like warm and, you know, perfect for our tones, you know? So I go in with this e.l.f. sponge. I saw this on Paint and Marie Charles' page. If you guys follow Paint and if you're a PayPal, I am. So she raves about these. So I said, let me just try it. And I love applying the cream blush with this. So I just go in and I start very lightly and build up. I could go in a little bit heavier, especially since I'm gonna be recording. I sort of focus it around the ball of my cheek, then I just bring it up a little bit. So I'm gonna go back to the eyes for a little bit. I'm gonna use this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, this glow kit. I don't think they have this exact one available. It's something very similar that I linked before that I'll be sure to link down below. I'm gonna go in with golden bronze and dripping in gold. So just to sort of go in and bring my face all together, make sure there's no harsh lines or anything's out of place, I'm going to use this NARS setting powder. It's a light reflecting setting powder in Sunstone. It's not like matte or anything. It has like a little glow to it, which I love. I'm not a matte girl, so. Right, so before I start working on my eyebrows and my mascara, I like to go in with my setting spray. And to finish it off, I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter. That's going to lock everything in. So I went in and did my eyebrows off camera because I cannot do that on camera. I have to shape them. I need to like focus. To use my regular Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and I use the color Ebony. So what I've been doing lately is using this Anastasia Brow Free Styling Wax. So I'll just take a little bit of it with a spatula and I'll just brush my eyebrows up like that. So I'm just leave it like this. I take a spoolie and I brush my eyebrows up. Finalize the eye area. I look crazy because it's so shiny, but it's gonna come down. Trust me, it's gonna come down. To finalize the eye area, I'm gonna go in with mascara. I use my Holy Grail L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara in the original. And I started to use a primer before I put in the mascara. It just sort of you know, gives a little bit more volume. My lashes are very naturally curly, so I don't necessarily need that. I just prefer volume. No curl, just the volume. So I'm gonna go in and line my lips with my Holy Grail cork to start out. Then I'll go in with this NYX lip liner in Urban Cafe, I think. Yes, Urban Cafe. It's this really nice wine chestnut brown color that I love to go over the cork with. So I'm gonna go in with my Holy Grail MAC lipstick in taupe. These are everywhere in my purse, on my dresser. I've lost so many of them that that's why I ended up accumulating so many. Can I rebuy? So for gloss, I'm not sure what I want to do. I could stick to my Holy Grail Fenty Glow by Fenty Beauty, or Dark Nude by Sephora, or Dolly by Buxom. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do. Maybe I should just stick to my Holy Grail Fenty Glow. I'm gonna do that. So this is the full look. Thank you for tuning in to my DIY Vogue inspired beauty secrets segment. Make sure you comment down below if you liked all the products that I shared. If you have any suggestions, recommendations, hit the notification bell, subscribe for sure. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.